we're live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 248. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. That's my son, Matt.
Woke up late this morning, but we're here. It's been a race to get here.
And this was the first time in 248 shows that we were behind a school bus.
I was a little nervous. I do have to say, what is the school bus route? Who makes it? I want to talk to them. They stop to pick up kids every 20 feet.
Well,
Just walk.
every 2 blocks.
Make the kids walk.
Go ahead. I want to hear you say.
Back when I was a kid, I had to walk up the hill in the snow.
Back in my
What did you used to
day.
say? You and Trish always say the same thing.
Back in my day. What?
Everybody says back in my day.
Okay.
Talking about the up the hill snow sideways.
We had to walk uphill both ways.
No, there was something about snow.
Yeah, that's
We're not
right.
on the same page.
Uphill in the
We're going to
snow.
restart the show here, so we'll be back.
Good morning and welcome. No. Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to always simply start your day off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live Friday mornings on YouTube at 8 o'clock. And you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcasts. Coming up today, the Super Bowl teams are set. We'll talk about the game and draft the best snacks. Do you believe in time travel? Found a story about that we'll have coming up. A big thank you to Justin and Matt for covering for me last week. I'll explain how that all happened. And we have Foodie Friday, we have Feel Good Friday, we have a brand new Stumpah, and we have you to talk to today. So we're looking forward to that. Good morning. Brutal cold is coming in this weekend. Is it a Northeast thing, I guess? Because I know we have Ryan down in North Carolina. I don't know if it's going to be cold down there, too.
Justin said, just the casual record high temp here in South Florida today.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a Northeast
It's
thing.
a Northeast thing, yeah. Not bad, yeah. For those of you listening on the podcast, I'm rocking the sweater today. I got the cardigan going.
So fancy.
By the way, the cardigan is over the Make It a Great Day t-shirt.
You're like knocking the globe, the
Well,
table.
I'm sorry.
You're
my
just
arm
like,
just... Okay.
let's just take it down a notch.
Okay.
It's early.
Okay. I'm afraid to ask Abby in Vermont what the forecasted low temperature is going to be there.
Abby says they're just telling it -3 for now, but looking at -23 by the afternoon. Nice.
And that's -23 on the thermometer.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It
So that's
doesn't
not even
factor
real
in-
feel.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to get like real feel, -10, negative. Yeah.
Right. So it's not
Chilly.
bad. It's I think I saw that it already dipped down to 28, maybe here in Acushnet, but the wind has picked up in the past hours, so that's going to be the thing. So I saw a tweet from Eric Fisher, who's one of my favorite meteorologists. He's on WBZ TV, and he tweeted the other day, let's check in on the Mount Washington forecast, the wind chill of 100 below zero on Friday night. He said, maybe save the hike for next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I was planning on going. I think I'm gonna switch my plans.
I wonder if I do know that people venture out on Mount Washington. I don't know if they have to do that to like knock the ice off equipment, but I hope nobody has to go out tonight.
I thought you were saying people just go out to like prove that like they're better.
No.
They're like cold temperatures. Nah, that's like the kid we were talking about. The kids in school because there were some kids getting on the bus, and you were like.
They're wearing hoodies.
Typical old guy. He was like, this cold weather, they're wearing a hoodie. I'm like, that's middle school. I was like, and I said, I guarantee there's at least 2 kids on that bus wearing shorts. That's a thing. There's always the kids that like need to like prove that they're elite because they're.
I had to go to the grocery store this week.
Calves can withstand the cold.
Yeah. I had to go to the grocery store one day this week to pick up something I forgot to order. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the store, and it was 36 degrees outside, and it was actually snowing. It wasn't sticking, but it was snowing. Yeah. And there was a guy with shorts. And
always.
I'm like, yeah.
You'll always find somebody.
It's like, what's your reasoning? Right. Is it just, I knew a guy once who said, I don't like wearing pants. I feel all constricted with things on my legs. I'm like, oh.
I guess maybe buy a bigger size. Maybe your pants are too tight.
Right, maybe.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. All right. Good morning and welcome to Friday, February 3rd. Today is Bubblegum Day. It's also National Missing Persons Day, National Women Physicians Day. I forgot. It's National Wear Red Day.
I thought about that, but like mentally, I had already planned to wear this, so you can't. You like switch up.
It's an annual campaign to raise awareness about heart disease in women. Today is National Carrot Cake Day. Not a fan, right?
I can deal with it.
Yeah,
I never seek it out, but I don't mind it.
It is National Golden Retriever Day. Goldens are consistently named among the most popular breeds in America.
Such great dogs.
Yeah. By the way, here's the top 5 in America. The Poodle comes in at number 5. German Shepherd is number 4. The Golden Retriever is number 3. The French Bulldog is number 2.
Interesting.
Yeah. And number 1 is the Labrador Retriever, which I can see.
Makes sense.
I can see that.
Makes sense. No schnoodle on that list.
No. Studio Dog Charlie.
Yeah, he's a schnoodle.
On the Datebook, it was on this day in 1959. This is the day the music died. From that, the day the music died. A plane crash killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, J.P. Richardson, otherwise known as the Big Bopper, and the pilot. That was near Clear Lake, Iowa. On this day in 1979, YMCA by the Village People peaked at number 2 on the pop singles chart.
Let's hear it.
It's fun to stay at the... I don't know if I can't spell or...
What do you mean you can't spell?
Oh, it's just a joke.
The only issue is the C. The C is the issue.
The C is the issue.
Yeah. You do it the right way?
Yeah, I get it backwards sometimes.
Is this the right way?
What is it? Y?
No, that's backwards.
M.
C. But this way feels Y. M,
yeah, see, I'm backwards.
Oh, no, that's right. C. A. Okay, I got it.
That was... it hit the charts on this day. All right, Super Bowl talk here. On this day in 2002, we had Super Bowl 36 at the Superdome. This was the start of the dynasty, I guess, as the Patriots beat the St. Louis Rams 20-17. And the MVP was a young guy named Thomas Brady.
Oh, what a guy.
There he is in his rookie year.
Thank God that guy aged like fine wine.
He did change. Well, we all do, right? Change over the years. But
right.
Yeah, you can see that was a young Tom Brady. He was the MVP.
That was before he was pliable.
On this day in 2002. On this day in 2008, it was Super Bowl 42. This is the one fans don't want to remember. It was in Glendale, Arizona. The Giants beat the Patriots 17-14. Eli Manning was the MVP.
Yeah, the worst part about that is like that's when I started becoming like conscious of life because I was like 7 or 8 years old. So it's like when you start actually paying attention to things instead of like just going around like a crazy animal.
Yep.
So that was like the first Super Bowl I remember. I remember being very upset.
That was the one where the guy caught the football on his head, on his helmet, pinned against his helmet, right?
That was the one that ruined the perfect season.
Yes, right. Yeah. On this day in 2013, Super Bowl 47 was played in New Orleans. That was when the Baltimore Ravens beat San Francisco. The MVP, a guy named Joe Flacco. And on this day in 2019, it was Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, where the Patriots again beat the Rams, but this time the Los Angeles Rams, 13-3. The MVP of that game was Julian Edelman.
That's right, yeah.
And that was the Patriots' 6th Super Bowl victory.
Brady's last with us.
Yes. Celebrity birthdays, Fran Tarkenton, football, Minnesota Vikings, New York Giants quarterback. He's 82. My hero, Bob Greasy of the Miami Dolphins. He is 78. Actress Morgan Fairchild is 73. Baseball's Fred Lynn, 71. And Nathan Lane, actor, he is 66. All right, so who do we have in the chats this morning?
Got a lot of talk about the cold weather.
Oh, yeah. How's the weather?
Let's see. Gail's is 27 where Gail's at, which, is a nice summer day compared to most people. Let's see. Lori has negative 25 in Maine, negative 80 on Mount... I don't know how to say that.
I can't see it.
Katahdin? Katahdin. That was my second guess. Yes. Further north from her is negative 50 and more with wind chill. It is negative 1 here without the wind. I'm 57 today. Lori!
Happy. Yeah.
I haven't used my celebrate button in a while. I forgot where it was. Come on. Happy birthday.
Lori.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
I brought in this weather just for you. I hope you like it. Abby, are you still... Abby was like thinking about bailing. She was like, I'm out of Vermont this weekend. She was thinking about it. Let's see.
Well, she mentioned on your live stream the other night, which, by the way, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock.
Feel free.
Live music.
Feel free.
She mentioned coming down for your appearance this weekend.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, it might be a little warmer for you. Come on down.
True. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's going to show up. I don't even want to go tomorrow.
What did I tell you yesterday?
It's going to be so cold. What?
Did I
That
say?
it might be intimate. A more intimate performance.
I said tomorrow night might be a more intimate performance. He said, is that a nice way of saying nobody's going to show up?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's cold. I probably wouldn't show up. Yeah. But yeah, I'll be at Mike and B's if anybody wants to come 6 to 8 tomorrow. I'm so bummed about this hat. I wore this hat out of I swam in a pool and I put this hat on with wet hair.
Oh,
I don't know if it's like the chlorine. You see my hat?
Okay.
You see my hat?
I see a little. Yeah.
It's not as noticeable, and then you put it on camera. It looks like I'm sweating.
Right.
It's freezing. I'm not sweating. This is just the hat. So I'm so bummed. This is my favorite hat.
The hat went swimming.
I gotta buy a new hat. I gotta buy a new hat. Anyways, back to you. I'll stop complaining.
Main story this morning. I want to thank Matt and especially Justin down in Florida because
about time. You waited a week to thank us.
Yeah, right. They filled in for me last week. I drove down to Virginia Beach with my daughter, Sarah. And for those of you that don't know, Sarah and my grandson, Liam, they have been living with us since August. Her husband,
Losers.
Her husband, Stephen, has been deployed on the USS Bush. And they found out that when he comes back, he's being stationed in Texas. So they sold their home in Virginia in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was quick. It was really quick.
And they moved all their furniture into storage. Well, the move is coming up, so we had to meet the Navy movers in Virginia Beach. And it was so funny because they're like, all right, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll pack up your whole house. We'll put it. And she was like, it's not in a house. It's all in a storage unit.
Much easier.
So they showed up on that Tuesday to the storage unit, and they got I guess they had to take inventory, and figure out what they're moving. They finished in 3 hours.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So Wednesday was a free day for us in Virginia Beach. We did get to hang out with my daughter-in-law.
Which was nice.
My son's also on the Bush. So we got to hang out with Marla, so that was nice. And then Thursday, our plan was as soon as they packed everything up, we would start the drive back to Massachusetts. Well, on Thursday or Wednesday night, she got a phone call that said, okay, we'll see you tomorrow sometime between 8 and noon.
I hate those. I get it. I get why you need a range of times, but I hate it when that happens.
And wouldn't you know it, they showed up at 11:45.
Yep.
And they never finished until 3:30. So Sarah was still thinking about driving back. And it took us 11 hours to get there. So do you want to start a 11-hour drive at 3:30 in the afternoon?
No.
I think there were several people that said, Sarah, that's not a good idea. So.
Well, we've made that drive so many times that we've made it at different times of the day. So we kind of know what to expect. Right. We've made a drive around 3:30, and it's miserable.
True.
It's miserable if you're the one driving.
And the only thing I was thinking was that'll put us in Connecticut right around 11:30 or midnight.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel?
Right.
So
right.
We ended up it was the right choice. So we ended up staying an extra night in Virginia Beach, and we got up early last Friday morning. We were up at 3:30, hit the road at 4. But obviously, I was not going to make it for the show. Yeah. So thank you guys for doing it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The other big thing this week in our world was this guy had COVID and couldn't sing last week.
I was so mad. Yeah. So it ruined my momentum.
I felt bad for
you.
Yeah. I felt bad because it was going to be his second performance at. I always want to call it Maddie B's because we used to call you Maddie B's.
Maybe just when I'm playing there, it can be called Maddie B's.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk with management.
So Mikey B's, it is on Victoria Street off of Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. For locals, it's across the street from the Freight's milk bottle.
Oh,
the big milk bottle.
I'm a local. I didn't even know that. Thank you. Is it a giant milk bottle?
Tomorrow night when you pull up.
Is that a landmark?
Look across the street.
I mean, it's dark when I get there.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Does the milk bottle have lights on it?
No.
Then that's so how am I?
Probably should for airplanes, right? But
I don't know how big this milk bottle is. I've never seen it.
Oh, he had a great debut. It was fun. And then he said see you next week. And then COVID hit. So
yeah, I don't know which one of you losers gave it to me, but it was one of you guys.
I got over my cold.
I don't know.
And I don't know.
I'm not trying to start a fight, but it was one of you.
I wasn't in the state.
Okay. I don't know.
Time for today's Stumpah, and we have a brand new Stumpah for you this morning that we want you to answer in the chats, okay? Our question this week is, about 5% of Americans have not done this in 2023. What is it? About 5% of Americans have not done this in 2023. What is it? Let us know in the chat, and we'll get to your answers in just a moment. Don't forget, you can follow our socials during the week. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. By the way, I think it was 2 weeks ago, because I wanted to talk about this last week.
Okay.
There was
Maybe
one.
you should have showed up.
Thank you. There was one day, it was National Peanut Butter Day.
Okay, yeah.
So I posted that on Facebook, and I said, all right, creamy or crunchy? And I could not get over the number of people that chose crunchy.
I've never in my life had crunchy, never in my life want to have crunchy. If I go to my grave never having tried it, I'm totally fine with that.
And the other thing that amazed me is there were at least 3 or 4 people that said both. How?
Nah,
I mean, you gotta
pick a side.
You got to be one or the other, right?
I can either stand you or not stand you.
Exactly.
I can't. There's no in between.
Yeah. Also, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It helps us out. You can email the show at any time. It's the Pete Braley Show at gmail.com. And you can also call our voicemail number if you have a comment, or what did you say the other day? Ask us anything, right?
Yeah.
If you have a question?
Question, concern. I think I said grievance at one point. She said a nice word.
List of airing of grievances.
Yes.
Call 774-473-9910. All right, shall we go to our question
Let's
here?
do it. Read it again.
About 5% of Americans have not done this in 2023. What is it?
Gary said pay their bills.
No.
Not it. Justin says, what is it? What?
Huh?
Taxes. Okay, it was misspelled.
Okay.
He's at TACES. I'm like, Taces? I'm like, I've never even heard of that.
I thought you were going to say
clearly,
Tex-
I'm a part of the 5%.
I thought you were going to say Texas.
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 They've never done Texas.
No.
Headed to the mall.
Mm-mm.
Not it. I know. That was mean. I should have taken over for you there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justin says workout.
No.
Not it. Gail says gone to church.
Gone to church. Nope.
Lori says gone to the gym.
Nope.
Nope.
Not the gym.
Diane says vacation.
No.
No. Justin says made a phone call.
No, that's
Imagine
not
that.
it.
You've spent all of 2023 simply texting.
Yeah, what is
That's
this, February 3rd?
Yeah. I mean, a whole month of just sounds like a great time. I'm going to be honest. Gary says eating breakfast.
No.
Gary, where's my other ones? Where's my list? Gary,
lunch.
he normally gives me all of them. Lori says shopped online.
No.
Not it. Gary says talked on the phone. Nope.
No.
Gary says ordered from Amazon.
No.
Wow. I'm just thinking of how many times we've already ordered from Amazon.
Yeah, there's been a few already,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
We're all just supporting freaking Jeff, man.
Jeff Bezos.
Gail says gone out to eat.
No, that's not it.
Not it. Justin says watch TV.
No.
Imagine going already a whole month without watching TV. That's some discipline.
I guess.
Something happened, right? Like your cable's not working or something.
Because you're not paying your bills, right?
Diane says, does the question mean 5% have not as of this date in 2023?
Yes.
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 Yes. That's, yeah. Abby says, called out of work.
Called out. No.
Justin says, call their mom.
No.
What do you call your mom? Gail says, called out sick.
No.
Gary says, missed a day of work.
No, that's not it.
Justin says, grocery shop.
Nope.
What are you eating? What are you eating for a month?
I know.
I guess 5% is a low number. So
That's
I guess
a lot of Christmas leftovers.
and a lot of takeout.
Ouch.
Just,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Diane says, pay off their holiday bills.
No.
That's a good guess.
Yeah?
Justin says, haircut.
No.
That's another good guess. Gary says, drink alcohol.
No.
Dry January.
Oh,
That's
right.
Look at Gary. I like that. Gail says, binge watch a TV show.
No.
Gary says, smoked.
Nope.
Not it. Stumped.
All
We'll be
right.
back with a hint.
I have a hint for you in just a few minutes. I do have to confess this morning, I tried pho without you. And why is it called, it's spelled P-H-O, but it's pronounced pho. So.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad about this.
Last week, Sarah and I were in Virginia Beach, and while we were trying to decide where to go for lunch one day, she suggested a place called Pho 79. This is like a chain. I guess they have a few of these
Looks
down
like
there.
a great place. Wish I was there.
She had been there before, and she remembered that we had talked about pho because somebody mentioned it when we were drafting the best soups. Somebody said, you need to try pho. It was really good. It's loaded with noodles that reminded me of angel hair pasta. Very thin noodles.
Yeah, no, keep describing it.
It had bean sprouts and other stuff, and you could order your choice of meats or vegetables. Sarah had chicken. Yeah, there's her pho. Sorry, it does look yummy. And I had meatballs. They had sliced up meatballs in the pho. And as an added bonus, Sarah had a cold. Maybe she gave me COVID. Sarah had a cold, and she said it really helped to get her nose running. So we recommend pho.
The amount of disrespect. I should have queued up the video of
what
the draft. We were drafting soups. I drafted pho. I talked about how delicious it looked. I talked about how I couldn't wait to try it.
Oh, I forgot.
No, you didn't. We've already had this fight. Don't act like we haven't. We're authentic. We've had this fight probably like 7 times since you've gone.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm the one that wanted it. I'm the one that was like, oh, it looks so good. I can't wait to try it. This is going to be so great. And they call me while they're in Virginia, and they're like, hey, guess what we tried? And I'm like, you didn't even know what it was. I was the one that brought it up. How is that fair?
Well, Sarah knew, and I was with Sarah. So what would you...
That's so mean.
All right. If I could go back...
Yeah.
When she said, hey, why don't we go try pho? What should I have said?
I mean, maybe a phone call like, hey, I know you're really looking forward to this, Saru. And, I'm a pretty cool guy. I'm pretty nice, pretty lenient. Go with the flow. I probably would have been like, you guys enjoy.
Go ahead.
You guys enjoy. I'm sitting here with Sarah's toddler, hating life. But you guys enjoy. Kid destroyed my puzzle. Did I tell the puzzle story?
You told me.
I'll get to it later.
All right.
Somebody let me know if I haven't told the puzzle story. Anyways. But you guys just went. And plus, we do have a segment on the show in which we try food and we kind of tease like, oh, we got to get pho at some point for Foodie Friday. Yeah. Gone. Just no call, no nothing. You guys went there and enjoyed it without the person that brought it up.
I'm sorry, Matt. Okay.
I need some time to digest it. See if I can accept that apology. It was tough. That was tough.
Let me know.
I'm serious about food in my life, and you kind of.
All right. Let me know if you accept my apology.
I'll let you know.
All right. I have learned that there's a restaurant in our town called Traveler's Ale House, and I guess they do like a ramen Monday, and on Mondays they feature pho.
Okay.
But I've also been told by someone who is Vietnamese, I have been told by someone locally that it's not real pho. She asked me, she said, where did you go? And I told her, Virginia Beach. And she said, oh, there's a lot of Vietnamese there. So you had real pho. I guess you're supposed to, the broth, you're supposed to cook it for 10, 12 hours or something like that. So that's the real pho.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, so she doesn't know if Travelers does that. But
I don't know.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
Time for some Super Bowl stories before we get back to the Stumpah. Of course, the big football story this week was Tom Brady retiring again. Yeah. But I think it's for good this time.
I hope. Yeah. I hope. I don't think it's going to affect his legacy at all, if he were, but it's just annoying at this point. What? Plus, him, if he unretires.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, last year was annoying.
Oh, he can't do it again.
But also, and I was talking about this with Justin, he didn't suck last year, but in his standards, he kind of did. And he said that when he sucks is when he'll stop playing. So I think last season was the season in which that happened. And so I think he calls it there.
Don't you think, though, that I think he started to look his age.
Yeah.
This past year.
Right.
And if not physically, because he could still pull off some great passes. Just seeing him on the feet, he's starting to go gray, and he's walking around with these 20-year-olds or 23-year-olds,
I mean, that's bold for you to bring up going gray, but I don't.
What? Because I'm gray, or?
Well, you can take your hat off. There's nothing up there, but it's your face that kind of displays it. Yeah.
So, anyway, some Super Bowl stories for you, and there will be plenty between now and kickoff.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna have a big Super Bowl party, good news. With all this inflation talk, your food budget might be a lot less than last year. Wells Fargo says that prices for chicken wings have dropped 22% since last year's game.
This is great because I feel like we have a lot of inflation stories.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a little deflation story.
Yeah. While avocados, the key ingredient in guacamole, avocados are down by 20%. And for those who like to grill up some steaks, I've never done that.
I was going to say, who's grilling up steaks for the Super Bowl?
Sirloin prices, they say, have dropped by about $1 per pound compared to last year.
Wow. Maybe we'll do steaks this year.
It's not all good news for your party, though. Beer prices are up 11% and soda prices are up 25%.
BYOB, problem solved.
There you go.
Make other people pay for it.
'Tis the season to buy a brand new giant TV. The Super Bowl is about a week away, so TV manufacturers are dropping prices. You can get a big TV for not so big money and have that bad boy delivered just in time for the game. And Lunchbox on the Bobby Bones show,
Okay, yeah.
he actually called, I don't know if it was a Best Buy or somebody, but he actually called someone in Nashville and found out that you can pick up a TV this week, and then after you watch the Super Bowl, you can return it.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of work.
Which I would think, it doesn't make sense to me that a store would allow that. But
Well, I don't think there's really anything they can do necessarily. It's not like they know whether or not you watch the Super Bowl on it and then return it.
right.
I mean, if your repackaging skills are pretty money, then you got
then
that.
you're on.
I just think that's I don't know if I could, the hassle of it. I wouldn't.
True.
I would not
Especially
do
with,
that.
big. We're talking big screen, right?
Not worth it.
Hey, can I borrow
I'm eating the money at that point.
Can I borrow your truck?
Yeah.
The cheapest single ticket for Super Bowl 57 is the cheapest, $4,500.
We'll take two. We'll go.
That doesn't cover gas, lodging, food, or beer.
Don't need it. We'll sleep in the car.
The idea of dropping a couple grand on a big TV sounds better now, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because, I mean, a TV nowadays is like way cheaper than that.
And finally, the Super Bowl is in Glendale, Arizona, and the restaurants there are bracing for the worst from Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Yeah.
A letter from a restaurant manager in Arizona to his employees has gone viral because the manager called Eagles fans, some of the most obnoxious, rude fans in the country.
I don't know why. It seems so weird to me that it's the Eagles fans that do that. I mean, we saw it with the Super Bowl, so like it's 100% true. But like Bills fans, you get it. You know, like I don't know why. That just makes sense.
Yeah, because
Jumping through tables. I don't know. That's a Buffalo thing.
Because they haven't won the big game in so many years. They've never won the big game.
Oh.
Plus the weather's horrible.
He said it.
So
Yeah.
the manager took the high road. He urged his employees to show them a great time and make sure we prepare ourselves for their brashness and show them a great time.
He just keep adding it. We're going to show them a great time.
Yeah.
But we can't stand them, and I hate their guts. But we're going to show them a great time.
Yeah. All right, back to the Stumpah this morning, and our question is, time for a hint two. About 5% of Americans have not done this in 2023. What is it? And our hint this morning, this takes place at your house. This takes place at your house. So what do you think? About 5% of Americans have not done this. Maybe I could throw in the word yet.
I guess.
Yeah. About 5% of Americans have not done this yet in 2003. What is it? Our hint, this takes place at your house.
Right.
Coming up, we do have a story about time travel, whether or not you believe in time travel, and also a special Foodie Friday is always fun, but
Right.
kind of this was an idea given to us by Justin.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that in just a few. All right, the question. About 5% of Americans have not done this in 2023. What is it? What do you got?
We need to have a private meeting.
Oh.
Yeah, private meeting. We'll be back.
Stand by.
I think our Stumpah meetings might be my favorite thing in the world. I don't know why I love it so much.
Because we have a secret, you know?
Yeah, but it's also like, I don't know, just the thought of us being completely silent. Like editing the podcast is always fun because I just see a flat line for a little bit. And we come back and we're like, we're back.
A flat line's never good. So
Right, even in real life and in audio.
Yeah.
So I cut it shorter in the podcast, so it's not just the podcast listeners like,
where'd they go?
what's going on?
We just had a meeting and decided that you must be exact.
Okay. Well,
Right?
I
mean,
in this case, sometimes we're a little loosey goosey.
that's true.
Yeah.
But in
In this
case
case, we're gonna be exact.
right.
So Before, Sorrell had guessed taking down the Christmas tree.
Right.
We got a mark incorrect.
Yeah, I would think so.
Justin said clean the bathroom. Not even close.
No,
Get out, Justin. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll see you next week. Diane said taking down the Christmas lights.
Lights.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Lori said take down Christmas decorations.
That's the exact answer.
Exact answer.
That's the exact answer. So
that's correct.
We're gonna give it to Lori.
Plus, it's her birthday.
Oh right.
So
how can you be mad?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what did you say? Sorrell and Diane?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and also Katrina had a Christmas tree and Christmas lights, but got to be decorations.
That's the exact quote.
Yeah.
So congratulations and happy birthday,
Plus,
Lori.
I saw the answers and like maybe if Lori didn't get it on the money, but she got it on the money. So like out of all the other answers, I got to take the one that's on the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I would think so.
I love a good Stumpah debate.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things. It's a nice controversial Stumpah.
So about 5% of Americans have not taken down their Christmas decorations yet in 2023. We did ours. What we always wait till January 6th.
The 12th day of Christmas,
right,
is what I was told, which I didn't know was like a thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
But it's apparently it's a thing.
Trish is all excited this year. I don't know if we've mentioned this.
My name's not Trish.
Because the Christmas lights that we have outside of our house for Christmas, we had them all different colors, right?
Colorful.
But then she was able to hit a button on a remote,
right?
And they all went white. Mm-hmm. So now we still have lights up.
Technology.
But they're white.
Yep.
So it's
solar powered.
It's winter.
Yep.
You know? So
my favorite part about being your co-host is filling in blanks and silences with stuff that is totally unnecessary. You just said, and I quote, direct quote, this might have to be the thought for the day next week.
What's that?
You said multicolored lights, and I said, yeah, colorful.
Didn't need that.
What did I contribute to that? What did I? But there's a silence I feel like I need to fill it, so I filled it. Just not in a great way.
Do you think?
Yeah, colorful.
Do you think Tony Romo has that thinking?
I don't know, Jim.
He's been so over the top this year. People are complaining. There was a story the other day that CBS actually knew this was coming, that his game was going to go down a bit. So they had, what do they call it? When you meet with someone to discuss a difficult topic, intervention.
Oh,
so they had like
I was going to say a meeting. Again, I contribute nothing.
So they had an intervention with him, and it didn't work, obviously. But is that what you think what he does, where he feels, maybe. I got to say something?
My favorite thing is, two of my favorite things about Tony Romo. Number one is at the end of the game, if it is close at all, his energy will be up the entire time. The last 2 minutes of the game, if it's close, I don't know, Jim. I think it's going to be crazy, Jim. Like for the entire time, it's like, Tony, chill a little bit. Like, because then where do you go from there? Like if they score, like how do you go up from there?
Right.
He's so high energy all the time. A little irritating, but I think it's funny. The other thing, and I hate this, I hope Tony changes this solely because of my love for Gene Steratore, the CBS officiating expert.
Yes.
Tony will say, oh, no, that's a pass interference because so-and-so just happened. Isn't that right, Gene? What's Gene supposed to do now? You just explained everything, Tony. Or he's like, Gene, tell me not. Isn't that pass interference because he just did? It's like, Tony, just shut up and be like, hey, Gene, what just happened there? Let Gene talk. Gene's an expert. I freaking love Gene.
And wasn't there a case in the last game, the Chiefs and the, who'd they play? Bengals. Chiefs and Bengals. Wasn't there a case where he said, what do you think, Gene? And then never brought Gene in?
Yeah.
He was like, Gene, what do you think? And then he kept talking.
I freaking love Gene. Let the man speak. Anyway.
Crazy. All right, we'll get to the time travel story next. But first, what's up with all the turkeys? Do you have this in your neighborhood? We're currently doing the show from my daughter Kat's house. And Kat and her husband, Josh, they have like a flock of turkeys that sleep in the backyard, I think, right?
It's pretty awesome. They sleep in the trees, which I didn't know turkeys did. I know so much more about turkeys now than I ever did before.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't really know they could fly. I still don't think they can. I think it's like a controlled fall.
And there's a famous WKRP in Cincinnati episode where they decide to have a turkey drop, and they're dropping live turkeys out of a helicopter.
That seems like animal abuse somehow.
And they're all they're dying. And
so that's animal abuse.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, yeah.
the line from that show, and they made T-shirts and everything else on. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
I mean, they can't. I've seen them fly up to the tree.
Yeah.
It's just the most concerning. Talk about anxiety levels, like through the roof. Like seeing this turkey do it, you're like, he can't make it. Like it doesn't look like they're actually flying. It just looks like they're, I don't even know, like chaotically. Is that a word? I don't know. Just it looks like they're falling upwards. That's what it is. Quote me on that. That's what it looks like.
Falling
That's
up.
my best description of it. Yeah.
The reason I ask is I came across a story this week about from Coon Rapids, Minnesota. I don't know.
Will you get their newspaper or something?
Residents say they are under constant attack by an aggressive turkey, just one, that's been targeting them and causing damage to cars and property. Police say the turkey arrived in the neighborhood in November of 2021 with the rest of a flock. But when the others moved on a few weeks later, this angry bird stayed back and has made a home for itself in the neighborhood.
He was like, nah, I'm not finished with these people yet.
Since then, he's been terrorizing residents like Rachel Gross, who told a TV reporter, "This turkey attacks me every single day, follows me, goes up my stairs, tries to get in my house. When I leave in my car, it follows my car."
That's crazy.
Parents in the area say their kids carry sticks when they walk to the school bus, just in case.
This turkey's holding a grudge about something.
guess, huh?
I don't know what happened. Maybe someone like almost hit it with their car or something. It's holding a grudge. It's not leaving. So business is finished.
I don't think I've dealt with an aggressive. I mean, I've had turkeys. I work for the local cable TV station, and there's a flock that hangs out near their parking lot. So I have had occasion where I'm trying to get in the studio, and they're there. But as I approach, they kind of scatter.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I can't imagine being chased by a turkey.
It's funny. I thought they were turkeys yesterday. 2 days ago when we were driving out here, and there was like a flock of geese.
Yes.
Just like chilling in somebody's driveway. Like they were just absolutely like that was their place now.
Let us know if you have an issue with turkeys. And
I don't know why I love that story so much, that there's just this one turkey.
Yeah.
Probably because I don't live there. I wouldn't like that if I lived there.
No.
I love that.
Imagine giving your kids a
This
stick.
is the enemy. The only thing is, I'm surprised no one shot it yet. Like as bad as that sounds, like
Can you?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
What is there like? So there's like hunting licenses and stuff and like boundaries. You can tell I've never hunted. But
Rules,
like, what
regulations?
if it's aggressive? Like, are there turkey laws in which like if the turkey's attacking people, damaging property, like?
So that should give you the right.
Like, do you take that turkey to court?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you do in that case? Do you have? Is there a turkey wrangler that would come and get that turkey and take him out to the woods somewhere?
I don't know, but just like this is a popular story now. So like, how has no one? I mean, there's people that like they love to hunt.
Yep.
That's their thing. Yep. How have they not been like, you know what? This calls for Tony the Turkey Hunter. I don't know. Anyway.
All right, we'll get to Foodie Friday in just a moment. But do you believe in time travel? A TikTok user who claims to be a time traveler from the year 2858 says we are going to find out on May 4th that the human race originated on Mars. He says we'll find this out after space explorers find human bones on the red planet.
See, if it stopped there, I might actually like entertain that idea. That seems like somewhat of like a possible
Could happen.
thing.
But I mean, the first thing that came to mind is, so are we going to have, is he saying that we're going to have people, astronauts on Mars by May 4th? I don't know of any planned mission.
No, we got the Mars rovers out there.
Oh, so that could find.
I don't know if the old one's still in commission, but
right. Yeah. Now, that's not the only big event we can expect this year, according to this man from the future. He says, and this isn't too far away, he says on February 28th, everyone on Earth will have the same dream about aliens taking over the planet.
Yeah, this is where he starts to lose me a little bit.
We're all going to have this. A month later, on March 30th, he says a plane will fly into a wormhole.
Yeah, no, he keeps going downhill.
And it'll go missing for 6 years. But for the passengers, it will only feel like 6 seconds. Now, anyone who's seen the show Manifest on NBC, isn't that the plot
Pretty much.
of Manifest?
I've never seen it, but I know the show. I don't know if it's a wormhole, though.
On July 2nd, he says 6 humans will receive superpowers from the extreme energy on the sun.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the plot of The Umbrella Factory? They all got superpowers, those kids?
Was it from the sun? I don't know. Did you just spoil it? I only saw season 1. Never went back.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't remember how they got it.
Okay.
Then on August 19th, scientists working on a top secret government project will open a portal to a parallel universe.
I mean, that's literally Stranger Things. Right?
So this guy...
I think he just loves TV.
He binged on Netflix.
Pretty much. And Manifest is on Netflix.
I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Yep. Stranger
He's
Things.
just binging, and then...
The Umbrella Factory.
Here's my thing about these. There's a bunch of these time travelers, by the way, time travelers on TikTok. I hate them. Very much so. But at the same time, like, I'm also the person that'll sit there and be like, just write down that date. Just in case.
Just in case.
Pay attention.
Just in case.
Just in case.
So I should save this story.
Yeah, I guess. He loses me. I just feel like if you were someone that wanted to appear as a time traveler on TikTok, right? Wouldn't you want to keep things vague enough where, like, might actually happen?
Like horoscopes.
Horoscope, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, the Mars thing is pretty specific, but, like, plausible, I think.
It could happen.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Plus, you got, there's a story, like, maybe, climate change happened over there. And because don't they say that, like, Mars was, like, green, had water and stuff?
I've heard that.
Like, climate change happened there. Maybe they shipped humanity to Earth. Mm-hmm. And here we are. And some people left,
Could be.
the bones. I don't know. I think I just wrote a movie. Feel free to take that. I don't have time.
Why not? He took all the other plots.
But then he starts going wormholes and all this stuff.
Planes.
Like, wouldn't you want to keep it, like, on the day of the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes will, I don't know.
True.
Something.
I would think so.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a new future as a TikTok time travel.
Could be. All right, it's time for Foodie Friday, and Justin gave us a suggestion, and this week it's a Portuguese favorite. Time once again for another edition of Foodie Friday, where we're trying a Portuguese favorite today.
Yeah.
Now, as we mentioned, Justin, who is the Pete Braley Show writer,
part-time co-host,
consultant,
guardian of the chat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't you mess around.
Don't even try. He'll kick you before I can even see it.
When we were looking for ideas for Foodie Friday, he said, "Why don't you try some Portuguese dishes?"
Yeah. So he sent us a list. We got a master list. Yeah.
So I've been to a Portuguese market, and this week we went to Holiday Bakery.
Yeah.
Which is on Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford near Tarkin Hill Road.
Petey Boy's not going to turn down a trip to the bakery.
Mm-hmm. We go there for sweetbreads, right? We get sweetbreads there sometimes. So anyway, we are trying today,
and we got help on pronunciations from our. I guess we got to add that to Justin's title.
That's right. He's our
part-time linguist,
translator,
linguist specialist.
Okay,
that just sounds fancier. Linguistic specialist.
Ready? Pasteis de nata.
I think that's pretty good. Pasteis de nata is how I understood it. So we'll be rating the food. You guys rate our pronunciations.
That is not the way I ordered it at the bakery.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got laughed at, huh?
I was looking at it. I was like, do you have Pasteis de nata?
Hey, pretty close, though.
And she looked at me and she winked at, there was a couple
Somebody
sitting
else,
in the corner.
yeah.
So she looked over and she said, I said to her, I said, did I say that wrong? And she was like, no, you got it. Wink.
Yeah.
So I was like, I saw that wink.
Yeah.
What did I do? She said, no, that was close.
Hey, you know what? We got it right now, though. Next time, though, we're going to check in with our linguistic specialist beforehand.
Now, I've heard that this is a pastry that is filled with custard.
Nice.
Is how I might explain it to you.
So, now, what's your history? You said you've had these before.
Well, the funny thing
once.
was, I've lived here all my life, and I never had these. So about 5 years ago, I went to see a cousin of mine who is also Portuguese.
Yep.
And she had this as a snack for Trish and I as we were visiting. And I sat down and I thought, you don't want to be rude, So I was like, I said to myself, try it. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why have I wasted all these years of not having it?
See, I remember, though, I like vaguely remember trying this a while ago, but I don't know. I'm in a phase in life where I now have to retry foods because I'm like, was that me getting in my own head before I was like a kid? I was like, that's gross. And like maybe it's actually good. So let's try. I think I kind of liked it though, but we'll see.
I'm not usually a big fan of custard, but anyway.
I don't need enough custard to know whether or not I'm a fan of it. Cheers.
Cheers.
No, that's good.
Made fresh today, the day of the taping. In fact, I think they were even warm in the box before we got here.
You know what? I think custard needs a new name.
Okay.
The word custard seems gross.
It does to me, too.
Mustard also seems gross. And mustard kind of just is gross, but we just put up with it. I've said my points on mustard before.
You put up with it. I don't do it.
Right. That tastes a lot better than the name suggests.
It does.
Kind of tastes like pudding, like vanilla pudding a little
yes,
bit. Yeah.
It does.
Good stuff.
Pasteis de nata.
And the flakiness of the outside.
All right, why don't you go first? I have something in mind.
I'm going to give it a solid 8.5.
8.5.
That's what I'm giving it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a sweet. I expect that out of you. I expect that out of you. This guy loves his sweets. Yeah.
I went to my doctor. Did I mention this? I went to the doctor once. He said, "Oh, I see your weight's going up. Any idea what that is?" And I was like, "It was Thanksgiving." I was like, "I don't fudge pie."
That's messed up, though. Like, they shouldn't even bring it up if your physical is around Thanksgiving. Like, that's just messed up.
All right. So what'd you say? 8?
8.5.
8.5 and a 9 for Pasteis de nata.
Yeah.
All right. And let us know on the pronunciation.
Yes.
If we did okay. If you have an idea of something we should try, something you think we've never tried before that maybe we should.
And if you've never tried this, go try one.
Yes, definitely. Let us know. We just might feature it on a feature edition of Foodie Friday. You know, I wonder how to say Foodie Friday in Portuguese. Well, I'll have to ask Justin.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out.
Get the proper pronunciation. Did anyone comment on my pronunciation?
Not yet. I mean, I feel like that's a good sign. I feel like if it was a bad pronunciation, they'd be all over you.
Pasteis de nata, right?
Now you're just giving more fuel here if you're saying it wrong. I don't know.
All right, it's time for our game of the week. We mix it up with sometimes we play Name That Tune or Secret Sound. Today, it's the wonderful drawing game.
You hate this so much, and I think that's what makes me love it even more.
I can't draw. I don't know if I ever could. We do mention that I had a stroke about 7 years ago, which has kind of affected my right side.
Yeah, but I wonder how well you drew before that. You know, like maybe
probably
this
not
is
too
an
good.
Excuse that like isn't even justified.
Yeah, probably not too.
Maybe
good.
you draw exactly the same.
So there have been times when we have asked you to decide what we're going to draw.
Right.
But Matt came up with what he thinks is a great idea for this week. I'm dreading this.
Yeah.
But your suggestion was?
We draw football helmets.
Mm-hmm.
We flip a coin. One of us draws. You good?
I'm good. Did you bring a coin? I don't have a coin.
I got Siri.
Oh, okay.
We flip a coin. One of us draws Kansas City's helmet. One of us draws the Eagles. Mm-hmm. So a little bit different, but I mean, the shape of a football helmet is the same. So I feel like that's going to determine the winner. But I will allow whichever team we get, we can look it up real quick just to make sure.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to do that. Okay.
Well, because it's funny. You think you know, and then you try and draw it, and you're like, wait a second.
I was joking around with him last night, right? Actually, at dinner, when he suggested this. And I said, thinking about the Philadelphia Eagles helmet, which is a wing, right? It's an Eagles wing.
I think so, yeah.
And we'll look it up. All I could think of was when I drew a menorah for Hanukkah. Mm-hmm. And it was so then I said, well, I'm just going to trace my finger. It'll be like a turkey, but it'll be a wing.
I don't know if that's a good strategy.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Flip a coin. So I'm going to let you. Well, no, we'll just flip for you.
Okay.
We'll go heads, Eagles, tails, Chiefs.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, this is for you.
All right.
Heads or tails? Tails. So you got the Chiefs.
Okay.
I feel like you've been mentally preparing for the Eagles.
I have been. Okay. Now I have to.
Sorry, man.
The Chiefs is
Siri has spoken.
The Chiefs is an arrow with KC in it, right?
I mean, do you want to? I said you could look it up. Okay. Do you want to look it up? Let's get some inspiration.
Hey, I'm even not sure that I can draw a football helmet. To be honest with you, so
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to go for the classic helmet, like the Tom Brady helmet, because I feel like that's the simplest form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The helmets nowadays are too funky. I don't think I got that.
Kansas City Chiefs logo, right?
Yep. I think I'm going horizontal, by the way.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just so we can stay consistent out
it's
here.
an arrow with the KC. So
Yeah. I mean, you didn't look up the helmet, but that's fine.
I just wanted to get the logo.
Okay. That's on
All
you,
right.
man.
So you're going
If you start drawing a helmet and you're like, wait a minute, what does a helmet look like? By the way, I don't even know if we mentioned the catch to all this. We have 60 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
I don't know if I can do the whole thing.
no, we've really determined 60 seconds is not. Do you want to say 2 minutes straight off the bat? You want to just go 2 minutes?
You want to challenge us?
All right, we'll
see
go.
if we
All
can
right,
do it in 60?
60 seconds. Here
All
it
right,
is.
stay with the
All
rules.
right, so this is the drawing game. Neither one of us really draw on a regular basis.
No, we don't.
We're drawing. Get that pen away from the paper. This guy's trying to cheat. I haven't even started the timer yet.
Sorry.
I haven't even opened my Sharpie yet. We have 60 seconds to draw
Okay.
these football helmets. You guys get to pick
How do you
the
feel
winners.
about the fact that you have the Eagles? Were you hoping for KC, or does it matter?
I feel indifferent. I really.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really leaning which way. All right, here we go.
All right, ready? Yep.
Set. Go.
How does
I think that's what I wait for. Is your
Okay.
initial reaction.
then I gotta? I'm not gonna get tied up with the face mask. Stupid helmet. I have a stupid helmet.
Uh-oh.
How am I gonna
I
draw
don't know
the
where to
face
go.
mask?
I don't know where to go from here.
My dimensions are all off too. This is so much bigger than that, and
Is this right? I think that's okay. I already forgot how does the wing start?
oh, good guess. I mean, good question.
Good guess. I was gonna say.
I was gonna say.
I had no. Oh no, that's bad. That's really bad.
How
How does the wing end? No, already? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
Are you saying I might actually win this time? Although I have won before.
I don't know what you got over there, so I don't know. But
You get to vote, by the way.
this is pretty bad.
You get to vote as to who had the better draw.
See, I'm the type of artist in which if you give me some time to study what I need to draw, maybe give me a reference.
Okay.
I think I can get it done.
Yeah.
I think I can get it done. If you let me look at it for 30 seconds and then try and draw from memory, no. No. And you guys will see why. Are you ready?
Ready for the reveal?
This is my least favorite part.
All right.
One, 2, 3. Let me see. I think you win. Ooh, face mask is a little wonky.
I couldn't decide
You're getting brain damage if you're wearing that on the field.
I couldn't decide where to go. Like, how does the helmet end? You know?
Also, where's the eyes are getting poked out is what's happening there. I don't see someone's getting hit in the jaw with mine.
Yeah,
We got a lot of space right here. But the Eagles logo is atrocious because I literally just looked at it and I completely forgot what it looks like.
Yeah.
I think we both lose. I think that's what that is.
There is no winner this week in the drawing game.
That's bad. Well, I don't know. I like your logo better. For sure.
I did okay with the logo, but I kind of screwed up that helmet.
Mine kind of looks more like the Seahawks, like the shape of it. Because I just don't really remember what the Eagles look like. Dustin said Jesus. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh my goodness. That's bad. That's bad.
Are we going to put this to a vote?
I guess.
Right.
I don't. If I were you guys, I wouldn't vote for either one. I'd probably vote for yours. I think.
Is either one of these going up on the fridge?
Sarah said, "Is yours a Seahawks helmet?" Yeah, it looks like that, right? I messed that up. Big time.
I don't know how I screwed up the helmet part. See how the top? I didn't go anywhere with. There's no ending to it.
See, I got so caught up with the actual helmet part. If you look at the actual helmet part, mine's money.
Yeah, yours is much better than mine.
Totally forgot about the face mask and the logo. I focused solely on the helmet part.
Now, what do you see in my face mask? Your face mask looks weird.
Yeah, no kidding. But, I mean, yours is like a train track.
Well, it's just the old quarterback with just one thing around.
I didn't know we were going that far back.
Okay.
Yikes. All right, anyways, you guys can vote.
All right, you guys.
My apologies.
It is time for this week's draft, and this week we are drafting the best Super Bowl snacks. There you go. So, I was talking to somebody this week. I said, "So who do you think? Who do you like, Philadelphia or Kansas City?" And he's like, "I don't like either one of them. I don't even know if I want to watch." So I thought, well, at least you got the halftime show, and which, by the way, we're going to talk about the halftime shows in a few minutes. But I said, at least you have the halftime show, and there's got to be food, right? We sat down, planned our menu yesterday.
I'm just looking at the Eagles helmet again.
Don't beat yourself.
See, this is what I mean. If you give me a second chance,
yeah,
I'm money.
Yeah.
Maybe not the face mask. Oh no, I see what I should have done now. All right, let's rewind. This isn't live, right?
Yeah,
all right. Anyways, draft. We're drafting.
All right, it is time for the draft, and we pick the best Super Bowl snacks and rock paper scissors to see who goes first. Right?
Yes.
All
yeah.
right.
Rock paper scissors shoot. Dang, you've been studying. You've been studying up. You've been watching film. You've been watching film of rock paper scissors.
And if you're new to this show, I don't know why,
do you
but
do that
I
on
always
purpose?
do
That's
this.
still a habit.
I
That's
always
still
do
a
this.
habit. You're just whipping. Like no, don't do that again.
Okay.
Anyway.
So let me see. Super Bowl snacks. I gotta find that. I make a separate note of that.
He tells me he forgot, and so he draft. So if his team is garbage, he's going to blame it on the fact that he waited last minute. He came up with his list this morning.
This morning, while having coffee at 6:45, I was like, "Oh damn, I didn't know my list." So
I've been prepared, bro. I got 13. What do you have?
I think I have close to that, like 12.
Fair.
All right. I'm going to go with, and ironically, this is, well, no, we do have this. I was going to say this is something we don't do much, but I think it is one of the most popular snacks. My first pick on the draft of Super Bowl snacks is wings.
Yeah.
Got to go with wings.
No, that would have been my first pick. That's a good pick.
All right.
Now the second pick is tough. There's a couple places I want to go, but I feel like I got to stay on I feel like I got to compete with wings now, just in popularity. I'm going to go pizza.
Pizza. That was my number 2, yeah. Let's see. My number 2 will be nachos. Everybody loves nachos, right? I'll go with that. Nachos.
Fair. I'm going to take it a step farther, though. I'm going to go buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, yeah, that's on my list.
I feel like that's become... I mean, I don't know if my perception is just wrong, but I feel like that's become really popular everywhere. I could just be wrong.
I'm not a big fan, but I realize...
Yeah, because it's a little spicy. And
Yeah.
poor little Pete, he can't have anything spicy. No. All right, go ahead.
Pigs in a blanket.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket. Little hot dogs in a biscuit. So
I'm not like... I know people that would die for pigs in a blanket. I'm not a huge pigs in a blanket fan.
you'll have them.
I'll eat it.
But, yeah.
I don't know. Something
So
about
you
the
go
little
to
weenies.
choices.
I'm not a fan of the little weenies. Number 3. Dang, a lot of good options here. I'm gonna go potato skins.
Ooh, good. Yes. Those are delicious.
For some reason, it's taken us this long to like this season.
This was the
to
first
have
year
them,
we've had them.
but-
Yep.
They're just so good, man.
What am I at? 4?
4, yeah.
Let's see.
It's a quick draft. We're hungry. That's why.
It's not big for us, but I've seen it on a number of lists. I'm going to go with chili.
Yeah, I had that on my list.
You had that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 4, and I got 1 left.
It is really popular. This is tough. We're getting to crunch time here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go mozzarella sticks.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like that's a good, trustworthy. Everybody likes mozzarella sticks, no? I feel that way.
I would think so.
I like them, so everyone likes them, right?
Now, this is my last pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about sliders? I'll go with sliders.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything specific, or you just want to stick with sliders? You going sliders specifically?
What does Sarah make? She makes a
Ham and
Hawaiian
cheese?
slider with ham and cheese.
Or maybe it's turkey and cheese. I'm not sure. It's one of the two.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'll just leave it at sliders.
Just sliders?
Yep.
Yeah, just covering the whole basis. What if I wanted a different slider? I don't. You're good.
Okay. All right.
This is tough. I feel like I have a strong enough team. I'm now going to go. I mean, both teams are strong. I'm going to be honest. I normally don't go personal pick.
True.
Personal pick is tough in a draft. You're trying to pick the best team.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna actually do it this time, strictly because I hope you all get to experience this. This is my PSA.
Oh, I know where you're going.
I want to use my platform to inform you guys on how delicious this is as a snack. I'm going chicken waffles.
Yeah.
And what that is 2 mini waffles with a chicken nugget in between, and the chicken nugget is coated in either barbecue or buffalo sauce. We like a mix of both.
Yes. Yep.
It might be my favorite football snack of all time.
Could be.
Chicken waffles.
Could be.
So that's my number 5. If I can, maybe I'll put a picture up as well.
Okay.
Really, because I'm trying to push the votes for my team. And I'm the one that edits the videos, so I can do
Oh,
that.
he can do that.
Yeah.
I have no control.
Now, if you want a
once this
picture
goes
of
out.
whatever you want, let me know. I'll put a picture on yours. But yeah, everybody try chicken waffles. So good.
For an honorable mention, I have to mention something we tried this year for the first time.
Okay.
And number one, we just like the name of it. That's pulled pork puff pastries.
Yeah. It is
Pulled
good.
pork puff pastries. I don't know how. Was it Sarah that made it?
Yep.
I don't know how my daughter made it, but it's really good. So.
All right, so these are the teams.
All right.
Pete's team, he's got wings, nachos, pigs in a blanket, chili, and sliders. That's a strong team. Because I feel like the chili community is diehard.
Yes, they are.
You're going to get the chili fans.
Yep.
They're a pretty diehard fan base. For me, I got pizza, buffalo chicken dip, potato skins, mozzarella sticks, and chicken and waffles. Or chicken waffles.
Still a strong team.
Strong team, but I think mine's a little bit more personal. I think I let my personal opinion slide in a little bit. Because this is if there's a party with my lineup, I'm there.
Okay.
And I will eat every single one of them.
All right.
So
I can see that.
I think I might have let my personal bias take over.
Right.
And that's tough to do as a coach sometimes. But it happens.
Let us know. Who do you think had the... Boy, you've got a lot of stuff to do. You get to vote on the helmets.
Real quick, I'll end the poll on the helmets just because you won, by the way. Landslide victory.
Wow.
I can't say I'm surprised. It wasn't a good performance by me today.
I mean, if I had drawn the Philadelphia Eagles logo, I think I would have failed too. It's just
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's not tough. If you gave me a second look, I think I got it. But that's not what the drawing game is.
Right.
But I will say, you might sweep today, man. Between the drawing game and the draft, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we'll get to the random question about Super Bowl halftime shows in a moment, but let's go to Feel Good Friday. And a reminder that if you have something going on in your life that you want to celebrate or let the world know, you can always call our voicemail number 774-473-9910, or you can email or let me know the story. This week's Feel Good Friday comes from The Guardian. And the story is about engineering students at Hendersonville High School in Tennessee impacted the life of their classmate by designing and building him a robotic hand. Sergio Peralta has a hand that did not fully form, and when the school year started, his plan was to hide it from everyone. Eventually, his fellow students learned his secret, and the kids in an engineering class set a goal to help Sergio out. With access to a computer and a 3D printer, the students literally gave him a hand, allowing him to catch a baseball for the first time in his life. The principal of the school, Bob Cotter, describes Sergio's robotic hand as a testament to the students who care about each other. And the adventure of working with the engineering students has changed Sergio's life forever. As Sergio explained, living without a hand for 15 years, I was wondering how old he was, living without a hand for 15 years, and they actually offered me 2, is something actually pretty cool. No one has ever offered me this stuff. It changed my life.
That is awesome.
Isn't that a great story?
I love that.
All right. That's this week's Feel Good Friday story. Let us know if you've had others. Time for the random question, and I mentioned this on Facebook, last night? Random question, what was your favorite Super Bowl halftime show? Now, what is a Super Bowl 57 coming up? So
I don't know. I never keep track of the numbers. Yeah.
So there's been
a few.
It's been a few shows.
That's like I went, off the top of my head, I couldn't think of like all of them, so I wanted to make sure I didn't forget any. So I got a list, and I was like,
had to do it too.
I was like, let's see, when would I start remembering these? And there was some that I just did not. Like Paul McCartney did one.
Yeah, and you don't remember that, right?
I don't even know what year that was.
That was 2002, I think.
Okay, so I was 3. So that's justified for me. Not
and a lot of there were plenty of stories, by the way. If you Google this, there are stories from Yahoo, and everybody's done a survey. So,
right.
This is from Yahoo News. They ranked the best and the worst. So they're thinking about the best. Michael Jackson in 1993.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't alive.
Lady Gaga, 2017.
I do remember that one.
Madonna, 2012.
Don't really, maybe vaguely remember that one.
Number 7 is Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. That was just 3 years ago, 2020.
Yep.
Diana Ross, 1996.
Yeah, no, still wasn't there.
U2 was in 2002, not McCartney.
Okay.
So
when was McCartney?
McCartney, I found out,
I think it was like 2005.
McCartney was the year after the the wardrobe malfunction, because from what I read, the NFL or whoever controls the halftime show, I guess the NFL, they were determined they were going to go family friendly.
Okay.
And they figured Paul McCartney was not going to drop his pants or something.
At that point, like, why not get the Wiggles or something if you're really trying?
Let's see. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That was 2022.
I mean, that's just a dynamic lineup.
That was last year.
How do you beat that? Yeah.
Beyonce was 2009. And the number one, this is the best and the worst list, but the number one is the one that Diane mentioned on Facebook last night. Prince in 2007.
Oh, yeah, I do kind of remember that one. Yeah.
And I mean, how can you? I mean, he played "Purple Rain" in the rain.
Yeah,
so, I mean, come on.
Right.
Right.
Bruno Mars was good.
Yes,
Bruno
that's
Mars.
true.
I also have Justin Timberlake. I thought that one was pretty good.
Okay.
Maroon 5, I thought was hated for no reason. They just got songs that you know, so
I
you
liked
just
it.
bopping. I will say, if the Patriots were playing, I have less memories of the halftime show because I feel like every Patriots Super Bowl is like really stressful at halftime. So most of and also if the Patriots are playing, halftime is really the time that I like go to the bathroom,
True.
eat food,
Yeah.
cry, depending on the game.
Was it Sarah said, because, I mean, it's Phil. I was hoping for San Francisco, and actually I wanted the Bengals to win, even though I had picked KC, because I thought it would have been a much better game. So with Philadelphia playing Kansas City, Sarah's like, well, at least we'll know when to go to the bathroom while the game's on, because you don't really care. You don't want to miss commercials.
I just hope it's a good game. I don't know if it's going to be a good game. I'll save my opinions on who's going to win for next week, but I just hope for a good game. Like last year, we got that with the Rams and the Bengals. I wasn't like too crazy on the teams, but it was a good game.
It was a good game.
I was down for it.
Now, if you're wondering who was on the worst list for halftime shows, that list includes The Who in 2010. I mean,
the worst, they said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just waiting the whole time for them to play the CSI theme song. That's what I was waiting for.
And ironically, that was the year it was on CBS. So it kind of made sense to me why The Who was there. Yeah. The Black Eyed Peas in 2011.
I don't know why. I don't really remember that one.
I remember them having technical issues. Which,
oh, really?
Can you blame the band for that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
If it's, I don't know. It might not be the band's fault. Why are we blaming anybody? It was like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Settle down. Why are you still holding a grudge, Pete?
I don't remember. I didn't make the list.
I don't know. You're reporting it.
I don't remember this show, but also on the list of the worst halftime shows, The Blues Brothers in 1997.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I can't give my opinion.
Aerosmith, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Nelly, and Mary J. Blige. They all performed in 2001, and it was described as just a flat-out miss. A flat-out mess.
Dang, that's like a dynamic lineup, like a dynamite lineup. What happened?
I can remember Aerosmith and Britney. I don't remember the rest. And according to Yahoo News, the worst Super Bowl halftime show of all was Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake in 2004. That, of course, gave birth to the phrase wardrobe malfunction. But
that was the first time it was used?
I think
it's a great phrase, right?
What's that?
Couldn't describe like a situation better. I think that's a great name.
It's the first time it became like part of our lingo.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it had been used before.
Situation handled very weirdly and poorly. With, show Janet Jackson some love.
And what's funny is when that situation just ruined the whole performance for people. Because if I remember right, the performance wasn't bad. And then we had the issue.
What year was that again? I was too young.
2004.
Yeah, no, I was five. So, yeah.
So, anyway, did we get any answers, or we'll get to these in
let's see. Yeah, we got some here. Justin says Bruno Mars.
Yeah, that was a good
Bruno
show.
is just a performer, man. Yeah. Let's see. Sorrel says Prince and The Weeknd. Yeah, The Weeknd was Wasn't the weekend? It was the COVID season, right? Wasn't that 2020?
Yeah, I think it was. And that was the one where at one point he was going through this mirror like a fun house.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool how he started in the stands and then kind of made his way onto the field. I thought that part was cool. Sarah said, didn't Paul McCartney do the one after 9/11? That's a question for you.
I would have to look that up. I thought he did the one after Justin and Janet Jackson. So,
also, I mean, he's a rock star. How do you know he's not going to take his pants off? You don't know what's going through his mind.
That's not something Sir Paul would do.
I don't know. I don't know him personally.
Oh, okay.
Anywho.
All right, and we'll get to more of your comments. I see the chat's been very busy. We'll get to more of that in the post show. We do have one more story for you today, and it comes from USA Today. I don't know if you heard about this week. This week, it was all over my socials. An assistant girls basketball coach at a high school in Virginia has been fired after the 22-year-old woman put on a uniform and played in place of a 13-year-old girl on the team. She's 22. She pretended to be 13. Churchland High School in Portsmouth, Virginia, says the 13-year-old girl was out of town and she was unable to make the junior varsity basketball game. So an assistant coach by the name of Arlisha Boykins suited up and played in her place. The girl's father told reporters, coaches always preach to the kids about integrity and those types of things, so I was just shocked. He added that his daughter will not attend the school next year and is exploring other options. Wow. After a school district investigation, the school leaders had a meeting with the parents of the players, and they reached a mutual agreement that they would not play the remainder of this season because of this.
Now that stinks. You know, like this one dumb decision now ruins the rest of the year. I don't know how many games were left, but that stinks.
I know.
I just don't know who in their right mind would be like, this is fair. This is what we're doing.
And I wish I had included the video here. There is some video of her playing, and she kind of acts like a 13-year-old. You know, she's like all over the place. She's not the controlled motions that you would think a 20-something would have on a basketball court. You know?
I mean, I'm 24. You put me on a basketball court, I'll probably look like I'm 12. But I don't know. I just can't think. Like, that's like a funny joke. Like, hey, you know, Sally's not going to be here. What if I suited up and played? Like, do you think anyone would notice? No one in their right mind's actually doing it, though. Like, what? Justin says JV. It's never that serious, right? Like,
I know.
To ruin the rest of the year, just so, like, what was going through your mind?
And I don't know if the girl she was replacing or imitating, I don't know if she was like the star of the team, so they felt, oh, we're really down a good play. Yeah. We need something.
Right.
So.
Crazy. Or even if, like, did it say that, like, they had to forfeit if she didn't play?
No, that wasn't.
Weird.
Oh, maybe.
I think maybe numbers wise. Enough. But even then, like, your stupid little thing to not miss one game and just now miss the rest of the season. What the heck?
That'll do it for today.
Yikes.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the post show where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out for a little bit. If you do have to go, we leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is, be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody. Ooh. All right, we'll be right back with the post show.
Back.
Hello. Gail said about Super Bowl halftime show, she says, I miss seeing the marching bands at the games. And
when was that? That must have been a long time.
Well, you know what's funny is when I was thinking about this, back when the Super Bowl first started, Like when was that? 67 maybe. I don't remember watching Green Bay. I don't remember football till the Dolphins in the 70s.
That's why you're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time when the halftime show was Up With People. Do you know that group? This is Up With People. I don't even know if they still
Am I
exist.
supposed to know that group?
Up With People is like a group of kids or teenagers, young 20s, from all over America that get together and did positive songs.
So why wasn't that the one after Janet Jackson?
Because they kind of did away with that in the 60s, I think.
Well, just saying, you want it family friendly. I'm just trying to...
I also saw that, I guess, Tony Bennett has sung at the halftime show.
Oh, wow.
Anita Bryant, for those that might remember, you don't even know who she is, right?
And I always hate, like, admitting that, because then you got, like, people that, like, attack you. They're like, how do you not know?
He was born in, what, 1990...
Oh, me?
8.
Oh, 8, yeah.
Yeah. He's my fourth child, I have to think. 1998.
Mm-hmm.
So how would he know who Anita Bryant was? You know?
I guess that's on you. If I don't know somebody I should, that's kind of on you for not showing me that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I always brag about, the fact that I think all of you kids, especially Sarah, loves the Beatles.
Yeah, I think you stopped trying with me a little bit. I don't think I don't think
I
don't think I got the full Beatles treatment. I'm gonna be honest. But luckily, like now I can go back and like seek things out.
Well, the way they developed their love of the Beatles, I think, is I used to have, and I don't know if I did this with you.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You stopped trying. That's why if anybody hates who I am, it's his fault.
I used to have a thing with your siblings though on the way to their games or whatever, or any car trip. It was always one of your songs, one of my songs. Mm-hmm. So it was like we could listen to the hit radio, we could listen to the Justin Biebers, all that stuff, but then you had to listen to Beatles or Aretha. Or so
that'd be an epic like playlist. Like you're going from like baby, 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 oh to the Beatles. Like,
when I find myself in times of
an interesting dynamic there.
Yeah. But one more thought about marching bands. There's such a part of college football,
right?
Because and they do elaborate shows, but you never see it.
I know.
They always cut to the studio.
Can we make a thing like maybe the championship weekend, AFC and NFC championships? Let's get some marching bands up in there.
Cool.
I do love a good marching band.
And the thing that I've wondered about is now that we have so many channels covering college football, because there used to be one or two.
Why isn't there a marching band channel?
Why isn't there a marching band channel?
Just 24 hours a day marching bands.
Or at least the game.
Yeah.
Right. If you want the pregame, if you want the...
Like, we got Peyton and Eli on the Monday Night Football. Like, why can't I get Alabama versus Texas with, like,
the
a
Ohio
channel
State band,
with the marching band
Penn
in
State
the
band.
stands on the camera?
Yeah.
Diane says, I don't believe it was a wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, so what happened? So all I know is that from what I've gathered, because, again, I was 5. I don't think I knew what a boob was at that point. All I know is post wardrobe malfunction, Justin Timberlake was like fine, and everyone like hated Janet Jackson,
which was not fair.
Right,
was not fair.
That's what I've heard in the which is messed up.
Right,
and even Justin Timberlake literally got asked back. He did it again. He did the halftime show again,
and didn't he?
Like it was his fault.
It was. He was the one.
I think Diane. I don't want to speak for you, but like, is that what you mean? That like it wasn't a wardrobe malfunction because it was his fault that he did it?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he was. Does anyone remember what was he trying to do? Because when his hand came up and came down, he pulled part of her costume.
He's trying to do like the Pledge of Allegiance for her or something.
Yeah, and when he did that, the boob was exposed.
There it is.
So, but
now the reaction to it was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but anyway, and it was not fair.
Diane said gross waffles. Huh?
Huh?
You telling me? I mean, number one, just straight up waffles are gross, but number two, like the chicken and waffles don't sound money. I mean, it's Trish's.
My name's not Trish.
Chicken and waffles, man. It's bomb. I love it. Lori did say chicken wings and meatballs.
Okay. Yeah.
Meatballs are common. Not a huge meatball guy when it comes to like a snack, like a sports snack. I like a good meatball sub.
Right.
Like some good spaghetti and meatballs.
And meatballs, yeah.
Yeah, not a huge fan.
What did Diane say? Wings, queso dip, a 7-foot sub.
Dude, subs.
Tater chips. Yeah, tater tots were on a list that was put out on Google.
Unpopular opinion, not one of my most favorite forms of a potato. Is it tater tot?
Yeah, French onion dip and a charcuterie board, which has been a big thing. But I don't get the appeal of charcuterie boards. Is it?
I think it's just a fun way to prepare cheese and crackers kind of thing,
Yeah.
and other stuff. I don't want to disrespect the charcuterie peeps.
I did read a story I was telling you last night. I read a story the other day about a barcuterie board. Barcuterie. It's for dogs. It's a charcuterie board for your
Funny.
charcuterie board for your pup.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Do you remember? Speaking of subs, do you remember the what was it? Fairhaven Music Fame, right? Fairhaven Music Educators.
You missed a letter. Yeah.
Fairhaven
A.
Arts and Music.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, when they were in school, this group that raised money for music education, they had a fundraiser for years where they sold subs for Super Bowl Sunday. And those were basically they were an Italian, right? An Italian sub.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so,
They were
yeah.
really good.
And we used to place our
Are they,
order.
they're not still doing it, are they?
No, I know. If they
If
are,
they are, so let me know.
somebody let me know.
Because I'm going to buy 12.
But we used to get 4 of these and then chop them up. And during the game, you could sample subs. And
Yeah,
they
it was
really
like it was like our
tasted good.
first quarter snack, and then the other snacks came
Yes,
out after.
yes.
It was so good.
And the funny thing was when you went to go pick it up, it was at the middle school. The whole as you walked in, the whole school smelled like subs, like an Italian grinder.
Yeah.
It was fan.
Justin said Eagles have wings on the helmet. No wonder you finished 4th in our league. First off, shut up.
Our
Next-
fantasy football league.
Next
yeah.
year can't come soon enough. I hope Justin finishes last. I don't know. Anyways.
That was my honor this year.
But the sad thing, I know it's a wing on the helmet. So don't discredit my football knowledge. Just discredit my artistic skills. This is supposed to be a wing.
I can see it.
I just didn't know how to finish it. I didn't know what the end. I didn't want it to be a chopped off wing. It felt
Right,
weird.
right.
But come to find out, it wraps around the helmet, which I did not get right. It goes up in here.
Oh, that's right. Because
this is why I wish I could draw it again.
there's a wing on
I
each
think
side.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I think I ended. Yeah, I won the draft. It was close though, so we're gonna have to take it to TikTok.
You won the draft?
Yeah, technically.
Wow.
But we'll see. We'll see if TikTok feels the same. I think it's just 2 solid teams, honestly. I'm a little worried about the chilly TikTok fan base. I think those might come to your rescue.
They might, yeah. I'm looking up when Paul McCartney did the Super Bowl.
Abby was in a meeting. She said that meeting sucked. Has anybody been in a meeting? Actually, I was just going to say, has anybody been in a meeting that doesn't suck? But I think our monthly meetings, I look forward to them.
Yeah,
I
and
think
it's a
they're lot of
lunch
fun.
meeting, too.
Yeah, lunch meeting, a lot of fun. So if you guys want to work for the Pete Braley Show, we don't have any money to pay you.
No.
But you're more than welcome to come to the meeting.
Come
I
to the
guess.
meeting. We can have lunch.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney was 2005.
Okay, so I'm still
So-
sitting at 6 or 7 years old.
So that was the year after the malfunction.
And from what I hear, he didn't take his pants off, which was
No,
which was
no,
good.
I don't think so.
Which was good.
He did Drive My Car, Get Back, Live and Let Die.
Abby said, "How are we feeling about tomorrow night?" I'm assuming she means Mikey B's
Yes.
tomorrow night, 6 to
Yeah.
8. I'm feeling good. I feel healthy. I feel excited to get back. Little bummed that I'm out of the swing. I feel like I was in a
Right.
good rhythm.
You were, yeah, right.
And especially that week on the Wednesday when I would normally do the live stream, I had to watch Liam, so I didn't do the live stream. Right. So it was I played on Mikey B's on Saturday, didn't live stream Wednesday, didn't perform Saturday. Luckily, I live streamed Wednesday.
Wednesday, right.
But yeah, I feel a little bit out of the swing. I'm excited to get back into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And please join us for the intimate gathering.
It's going to be cold, but it'll be warm inside.
Yeah.
And the love of each other will keep us all warm.
I'm impressed.
No, that was gross.
Good food.
Anywho.
Have a little libation maybe to warm you up. huh?
You know I love a good libation.
Libation,
You know I
yeah.
love talking libations with you, Peter.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Again, thanks to Justin and Matt for filling in last week.
Always. Always.
And,
we love it. We love doing it.
Come out to Mikey B's in New Bedford Saturday night, 6 to 8-ish. right?
Yeah.
And live stream next Wednesday.
That's the plan.
Hunter Braley on YouTube, and you can check that out Wednesday night at 7 o'clock.
This is my promo guy.
That's
I
it.
just give him a script. He just reads it.
All right. I gotta go out tonight and do a basketball game.
Oh,
so.
poor Widow Peter.
Why, it's going to be cold.
It is.
It
yeah,
is. So
yeah.
I have to bundle up.
Bundle up. Wear hats and gloves. And,
That's it.
And a scarf.
A muffler.
Yes.
I'll have to get what the hell's a muffler?
It's for a car.
No, they used to have. Is that the thing that you put your hands? I don't know. Anyway, no matter what, we hope you go out and make it a great day.
Peace.